35. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 70,
Here's a run with their tight end. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Finds Nakua on the slant. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here's 3rd and 2. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's into space past the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, L.A. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Ready?
To throw right away, here's Milrow. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Viking 18.
Throwing now, Milrow on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And the Rams will take over possession here at the 44.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Come on. Ready, up.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Boye Mafe. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. This one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football at their own 23.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Walker. And a good run there. They give him 5 yards.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
4. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Cougar 19.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Ready, ready.
So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, it's Monroe. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
They'll try it now with Walker. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
He'll try the right side this time. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. It was Odafe Owe to make the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him It is a big loss.
15-yard loss. And it's
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Rams out to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest. In a moment, work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Front row 80. Top low 18. Go.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
the Seahawks take over.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, right?
On the ground, it's Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Rams' 22-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Moving outside the pocket. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Inside the set, it is caught. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Second and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And he gets to the outside and kicks it in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Seahawks will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Traffic, tag team, Tigers.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's going to air this one out. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play to kick off this drive. 42 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. 69.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. A gain there of 11. First down, L.A.
Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Step. Ready? Ready.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Come on, come on. Hey, Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
Ready?
On the ground, it's the tight end. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
For the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
Minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to Seattle after this. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal.
A 19-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Rams will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On second down, here's Milrow. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Trap 50. Trap 60.
Now Milrow. Rolling right. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
To punt for the
So
Seahawks.
it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Tyler Scott deep to return this one. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
At their own 13-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 6.
Cowboy 80. Trap 6.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now Milrow on 1st down. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he will go all the way. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Seattle.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are on top. It's 14-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Go. Cougar 19. Cowboy 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
Ready, set. Pat, 60 by 6. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and we'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll take this to about the 28. Darius Williams up to make the stop. It is second and 6.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
That is intercepted. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
And now you get the pick 6, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2.
Crack goal 80.
He'll drop to throw. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Off the play fake, here's Milrow. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make a play.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. To the ground, he'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot.
Okay, ready?
Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage. I thought gaining any either. It's third down.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Let's get ready.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. Carty back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let go.
On first and 10, it's Milrow. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Cup 19. Ready.
They'll throw on first down with Milk. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Rams will have great field position right around midfield.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Ready up.
Try again. It's second and 10.
Back. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Shot 50. Shot 50.
The motion man is Nakua. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Rams. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will extend this third quarter lead. Here's Carty now. He's kicking away following the touchdown. To return is Tucker. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They go play action now with Milrow. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse. And I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
19 Lions. Ready.
Now it's Milrow. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at
Pass
the
to 60.
28-yard line.
Throwing is Milrow. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown Seahawks. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2.
60 biceps.
To throw again is Milrow. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. 22. Just 2 scores down. This is really taking a chance. With a quarter plus to play, they line up for an onside kick.
It's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They send the tight end in motion. Here's a toss as they look to run. And to be brought down right around the 40. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 8.
Ready. Rambo 80.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Look them up on a second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
So you find yourself with a lead here in the second half, and up until this point, I think he's done a pretty good job being a contributor to that, but you don't want to give the defense a chance to spark the comeback. You're trying to put him away late, protect the ball, safe throws. Don't be afraid to get to your check down. One bad read, one forced throw could be all you need to flip this game on its head and find yourself going with a lead late to falling behind.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Milrow to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
Okay, break.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. He's got his big tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown Seahawks. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Now the point after drop from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tight. 19 tight. Come on. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
The motion man is Nakua. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Cut 19. Get it. 65. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hurt.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Up the middle they go. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Back to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
For the Rams field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Cardi back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Oh! We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here is first and 10.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Out to his right. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Ready up.
Here comes second down.
Go street. Johnny Lions.
He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Here we go. Check. 70 Timberwolves. 18. Pioneer.
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Throwing again, it's Milrow. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
At the Rams' 34-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 19.
Milrow going to throw it again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On third down, Milrow. He's got a man. That's Horton. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20.
14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again, it's Milrow. Forced out wide. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
From the gun, it's Milrow. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Go! Past the 60, past the 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to